Habari, greetings dear friends, fellow Africans. Today I want to discuss about agriculture. And I was heard the president of Rwanda speaking about agriculture in the African Green Revolution Forum. He speaks many things, but before I proceed, let us listen to him and then we come up with our discussion.
Culture and agribusiness. If they aren't doing well, then Africa isn't doing well. More than 35% of the world's hungry are in Africa. Clearly we need a transformation in how our food systems are organized.
So you heard that more than 35% of people who are sleeping hunger are in Africa. But if you look at the continent of Africa, it's a continent that has horrible land, fertile land to produce enough food. But where we failed, why we can't do so, we can't feed ourselves? That's the question we Africans we need to ask ourselves. We have horrible land, we have everything, we have water stream down the rivers, we have the place where there's enough rainfall, but still Africa, 35% of the world in Africa, and in the world, 35% of the world people who are sleeping hunger are from Africa. You can ask, and how painful is it that we Africans, the continent which are so blessed with everything, but still we are sleeping hunger. So let us listen to another thing here.
We must also ensure that everyone has access to the food they need on an equitable and affordable basis. For Africa, this means importing less food because we are capable of growing more of what we consume here on our continent.
So you heard that we have to import less and to produce more what we consume than nowadays. So if you look at Africa, we consume more what we import than what we produce. You can ask why. And for my opinion, I think now Africans, especially in our curriculum and in our schools, we need to make the subject of agriculture compulsory. We have seen that we are making other subjects compulsory, like English, French in some countries. But why we forget our backbone, which is agriculture. And in order for Africa to remove this, what we say, the people sleeping hunger in Africa, we need to make sure that our people, our students learn about our agriculture, Otherwise, Africa will continue to speak, but we are not in action. In order to be in action, we need to start from schools to teach our people how we can add value, how we can produce more. But if you look some countries, one man can feed the entire province. But in Africa, it is very, very difficult. Why we can't do so? And what is so painful that the place where there is a good land for agriculture, we take those land to the investors. So they do other things. Maybe they provide, they invest in industries instead of agriculture. So we need even to plan the place where, to make sure that maybe this place is for agriculture, this place for industries, into action, not the planning just in written form. We need to go into action. Otherwise, we continue to speak as hear what we are speaking. But you can see how it is so painful that Africa, the continent of horrible land, the continent where there's enough rainfall, we have enough sun, water is enough, but still we are sleeping hunger. So we need to teach our people how we can produce more, how we can add value. If we are serious in agriculture, Africa can go forward or can move forward, because agriculture is a source of raw materials for many industries. As you look at Africa, our population is about more than 1.2 billion people. But if we invest in maybe, forget about food, in cotton, it means we are going to create clothes and we are going to have textile industry that can wear the entire continent. So if you look on that sector, the sector of agriculture, you see how they can produce a lot of employment. But for Africa, we have forgotten, or we forget about agriculture, as long as we know that agriculture is the backbone of the continent of Africa, because many people, more than 75%, are participating in agriculture. The few of them are those who are in offices, hired in companies, but many people who are living in rural areas, living in township, villages, are participating in this agriculture.
Here on our continent, we must take advantage of the African Continental Free Trade Area to trade the produce with one another. That is a big business opportunity for all of us. We also need to be frank that a fairer global.
So you heard that we can use the opportunities of this continental free trade area. Always I say that continental free trade area is an opportunity for Africans, but how much do we produce? Are we producing enough to make sure that we can make profit? The people of South Africa can produce enough to transport their goods from Cape Town or from Johannesburg to Dakar in Senegal, or the people of Zambia can produce enough to sell or to trade with the people who are in Kenya. That's the main question that we need to ask ourselves. If we can't invest enough in agriculture, we can't invest enough in teaching our people how to produce more, to add value in our products, this continental free trade area will become the dreams, and the dreams will never come because we are not prepared. Mr. President is speaking the truth, but we need to go into action. Without action, all what we are talking is just a dream. So we need to start doing in the real sense. Otherwise, we continue to speak, as I said, but all in all, Mr. President is speaking very, very point and fantastic point. So let us listen another thing, and this from President of Malawi, President Chakwera.
International natural shocks, poor transport, processing and storage infrastructure, systemic market failures, increased energy demand vis-a-vis population growth, inadequate data diversification, and low productivity and production of nutritious food. And so, in tackling these challenges, we are truly following new pathways in order that we might develop several homegrown solutions that incorporate the vast experience of our people, some of which are the following. We are now shifting gears away from dependence on the handhold farming and from dependence on maize for food. We now have a Presidential Delivery Unit, PDU, in my office to push on all levers of the government system to deliver food security, which is one of the three key deliverables of our development agenda for Malawi. We now have a prioritization method for the country's key food systems, two to three of which are earmarked for short-term action over the next 2-3 years, so that those challenges can be adequately addressed. We are designing a long-term governance coordination and delivery platform to food systems transformation towards the 2030 agenda. And we are reviewing our regulatory framework for land use to ensure that our laws support the effective use of our arable land through mechanization and irrigation.
So, friends, you heard the message from His Excellency Dr. Lazaro Chakwera. I caught one thing that Africa will need to come to be the source of the solution of our problems, especially in agriculture. As you look Africa, as I said, that Africa has a horrible land. So how we use this horrible land for the food security? That's the main question we must ask ourselves, and especially those who are in this sector of agriculture. So we have horrible land, we have water, we have rivers. So how we can conduct irrigation? That's why I said we need to teach our people, especially in our curriculum, to define and to improve our curriculum to make sure that agriculture maybe can be a compulsory subject, so that we can feed, we can teach our people how we can produce more and make sure that Africa become the source of food in this world. Otherwise, you can comment what you want to comment, fellow Africans, and you can add according to what you have heard. But all in all, I see agriculture as an opportunity for Africa if we invest in very, very serious, because rain for Africa is just free. We have water just free. We have rainfall just free. So in agriculture we can make a lot of things than more than in other sectors like mining, where we need a lot of capital to buy machinery. But in agriculture, I think little capital can be used. And what is so good is that agriculture is practiced since very long time in Africa. So it's not a new thing in our mother continent, Africa, because since our ancestors are participating in agriculture. So we need those who are in this sector, especially professionals, to come up with the new means how we can protect our crops, how we can store this product for a long time, how we can undergo packaging and something like that. So all in all, that's what I want to share to you today about the agriculture. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share our video. Thank you.